So, hello, I'm here again to talk about American domestic politics, and this is actually more related to the media and not just politics. So, it turns out CBS's brilliant move to lurch right backfired. They've lost record amounts of viewers just this last year, along with Fox News and Newsmax. They've lost a total of 43% of viewership this year alone. Now, I know people are going to go jump to their whatever, make comments about, oh, well, Fox News has the highest amount of viewers. That's true, because most of corporate media is lame as AF, and a lot of people don't watch it, including the liberal and independent, or whatever they call media, which you call liberal, whatever, MS Now and CNN, which nearly ain't left wing, but you guys can say that. I don't care. Center left, I would say, maybe. Center right. CNN's a little bit 50-50 ish. MS Now is more liberal. I agree with that, but that's about it. But as far as the viewers, but you also have to understand, older people used to watch cable. Nobody else watches cable anymore. So the demographics that these other news outlets appeal to, they're almost non-existent. They're a smaller number of the population. Like the older liberals watch MS Now and CNN, but younger liberals don't watch that. So you got to consider the factors in there. Now, as far as conservatives, younger conservatives don't watch Fox News or Newsmax either that much, or PBS. Let's just be honest. They don't watch this stuff. They're online more, just like younger liberals are. So the demographic they're appealing to is older voters. And a lot of the older people were fixed on Fox News. Okay. But you also have to understand the numbers speak for themselves. Trump and the GOP has lost white voters. Obviously, they're not buying what this media is dishing out anymore. You're starting to see it. Their ratings collapsed. So yes, Fox News may have had the highest amount of viewers, but you also have to understand a lot of the viewers were over the age of 60. And they were watching Fox News all the time. They've lost some of those viewers. Newsflash. Okay. And the most median demographic that network needs to maintain viewership or stay afloat with as a business, they need the 25 to 54-year-olds too. They're not watching that crap. So, yeah. Newsflash. Because there's a point where that is going to become the main generation that's going to be voting and watching the news. So keep that in mind, people. And a lot of mainstream corporate media is kind of fallen out of graces with a lot of people anyway. So that's the new reality today. And it's only going to continue from there. But I just wanted to highlight that. Fox News, PBS, and Newsmax in the toilet. Their ratings went in the toilet. Because even though Fox News had the highest amount of viewers for the longest time, keep in mind, they declined 43% the last 18 months in viewership. That's a lot. Even for the most viewed network. And MSNBC went up 18%. MS Now went up 18% in viewers. CNN went up, I think, like 30% in viewers. That's significant because that means that some of those voters that were watching Fox News and Newsmax and PBS are now tuning on, or CBS, not PBS, CBS are now tuning on MS Now and CNN. And the rest are just going to independent media. That's starting to happen. That's just the reality. And I say thank God to that because you ever heard the saying that people that watch Fox News or Newsmax or right-wing corporate media know less about what's going on in the world than people that don't watch news at all? Unfortunately, that's fact. That's been proven. People that watch propaganda networks are less informed than people that don't watch the news at all. Your apolitical stereotype neighbor is going to know more about what's going on in the world than somebody who's watching propaganda in echo chambers all day long, giving them fake outrage. So that's just reality. But finally, people are tapping out. They're done with this garbage because they effectively fallen for a cult. And again, every cult has its expiration date. Every cult does. Nobody's above it. Not even Donnie Trump. Okay, you guys. MAGA, it's a cult. It has an expiration date. And I've known for a long time MAGA's been a cult, and I knew it would eventually come to an end. It's coming to an end. Okay. Time to come up with a new playbook. Time to come up with new ideas, people. I mean, if you want a legitimate movement, I get it. If you want something alternative to left-wing progressivism, I get it. I don't expect everybody to agree with the rest of us on the left. You know, I'm proudly DSA progressive. You know, I don't apologize for that. But the thing is, I also understand there's people that don't necessarily agree. But you guys got to clean up your act on the other side of the aisle here. I mean, this MAGA stuff, it's imploding because it's not a legitimate movement. If there was something legitimate behind this MAGA or behind America First, you know, it would be actually going somewhere. It's not, because it didn't really mean anything. And the guy leading it is leading it to abyss. He's leaving it on the White House lawn with all his lobbyists and all his wealthy billionaire buddies and the foreign oligarchs around the world who want America to fall. That's where MAGA's movement is going right now. To a guy who's destroying the government for his own glory, taking the money, enriching himself, and sucking up to all the world dictators who want America to implode. That's just fact. That's where MAGA has led you guys. And I'm not saying this to be hateful. I just want people to wake up. Because it's not good for anybody. I want you guys to wake up. Stop buying the con that this guy's selling you. His Bitcoin schemes and all this other BS. It's a waste. It's a fraud. It's a con. Put your money in legitimate investments if you have it. Don't put it in that garbage. Okay? Don't pay for somebody's grift. And stop voting for this nonsense. It's not getting you anywhere. You know, if you want to start a movement, start a real one. Start a real populist movement. But that's all I got to say in this video. Anyways, love y'all. You have a great, lovely night and day. Goodbye.